Hi guys, I'm going to see if I can be a little bit quicker today. So I'm talking a little bit fast. That's nothing new. But I want to quickly talk about July a little bit more. I talked about it last time and I posted a whole bunch about it on my Facebook page, Jory's Numerology Chat. But there were a couple things that I didn't touch on. So I'm going to do that now. I wanted to let you guys know that, while I wait for you guys to come on, I'm just going to say we're going to do 4 cards. I got very clear guidance today. We're going to do 4 cards from the Blissful Knowing deck for this week's guidance. What we have, what we want, what we need, what we get. I call that the clarity spread. And then depending on how things flow, I've been working with the Zen Blossoms a lot lately, and they are so high vibrational. And I just love working with them. And because 7 and 9, the energies we're in July are so high frequency, if we have time, I'd like to consult these for one focus card. So we'll do that too. Nature, it has such a high frequency. And the heart cards too, of course, are all nature, but there's some rocks and trees, and the flower frequency is higher. It's a higher vibration than the rocks and the trees. So that's why I love the Zen Blossoms for high vibrational, the high frequencies that we're in July. It's 7 energy is very nature focused. So I hope we can consult these too. So we're going to pull from these, but I wanted to let you know a little bit more about the numbers. So again, we're in the energies of 7 and 9 officially. Now it's July. I hope you guys are feeling more calm. Oh, I can just tell you it's going to be one of these fluffer days. I hope you guys are feeling more calm and more wanting to be outside, that tranquility, that stillness, that connection to nature, feeling more intuitive. The 7 and 9 is such a spiritual combination. I love it. It's my realm. It's where I like to hang out. Let's see, 7, 9. Oh, some of the things I didn't mention on Jory's Numerology Chat on the post for July are, this is a special month. This is a compound. I call it a compound month. Compounded energy, meaning for those of you that used to read my daily forecasts, I would talk about the 2 energies. Every day would have 2 energies. This month, every day has only 1 energy. So July 1st, today is a 1-1 day. Tomorrow is a 2-2 day. And the next day is a 3-3 day, and so on and so forth. So what that means is that there's not always going to be as much balance, especially since we have very ungrounded energies in July and throughout this year. I talked about how it might feel a little floaty. Some days, like the double 7 and the double 9, might feel even extra floaty this month. So if you have a house vibration chart and you can change your house to something more grounded, that's great. Or get outside and put your feet in the grass and get grounded. We talked about that last time. So yes, it's a compounded energy month. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Those are the way the numbers are going to go. And one other thing I forgot to mention in the Jory's Numerology Chat July post is that 7 energy is digging deep, soul searching, contemplating, and also keeping the faith. And the 9 energy, being the energy of bigger pictures, we are being called to keep the faith and zoom out. 7 also likes to observe, 9 likes to zoom out. Zoom out, observe the bigger picture. See the bigger picture, understand why things are happening in your life right now from a higher perspective, because we have that 7-9 energy. So that's asking us to reach those higher states of consciousness, to see things through the lens of your higher self, which of course we should be doing all the time. Now today is a double 1 day, so there's some ego there, and we know the ego is not the higher self. So keep that self-awareness. If you hear that little self-talk that comes in, that's got that self-righteous, me and my story, or victim mode, or judgmental, or critical, be aware of the ego, observe it, and don't subscribe to what it's saying. Okay, telling little stories in the head. All right, I think that covers my little the last few things I want to say about July. You can read all about it on the page. I talked about it on the last live stream. Let's go right to our weekly guidance. I'm looking forward to hearing what the Blissful Knowing cards have to say, and possibly the Zen Blossoms if we have time. I'm really hoping we only get one card from each deck, for each thing today, because it makes my life a lot easier. Hi everyone, you're here. I love it. All right, so let's see what happens. We're gonna do what we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. The clarity spread, I call it. If you guys have the Zen Blossoms at home though, definitely work with those this month, because like I said in the beginning of the live stream, they're super high frequency, and I just feel like they're a really good match to the frequencies that we're in. Hi, Suzanne. All right, so are you guys feeling more calm? Are you feeling more quiet? Are you feeling more centered or still? Are you feeling like you want to unplug? And I notice when there's 7 energy that when the phone rings, I get like personally offended. I'm like, who's calling me? Who's interrupting my stillness and my quiet? So I don't know if you guys are feeling that, but definitely get outside in nature. That's the key. This shirt is like so huge, but it's a nice color. Since I'm always wearing black, I thought I would just, whatever. Whatever. All right, we're waiting for our card. What we have, come on, flyer. Ooh, 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 it's good. And this is a card that we keep getting, you guys, but it does make sense. Imagine the possibilities. Again, this is the 3rd time, I think, within a month that we have gotten this. But I love this card, so I'm not complaining. And I think before we got it as what we need. So we needed to do it, and now it's saying we have it, which means we've been doing it. So we've been taking the advice, and we're doing it, guys. Remember, this is the year of the visionary and the daydreamer, that 11 energy. So we're using our imagination to create, see the vision first, and then create it in physical reality as a result. So let me read the card, and we'll learn more about that. Oh, and it matches me. Look at that. Woo. Okay. So it says your imagination is a tool that connects you to your higher self. Use the power of visualization to add fuel to your desires. Know that the greatest things you can imagine are only the tip of the iceberg compared to the unfathomable delights that life can surprise you with. Using your imagination to feel as if you are already experiencing the things you dream of brings you closer and closer to manifesting them in physical reality. It all starts with a thought. Everything that's been created on this planet all started with a thought. So imagine the possibilities. This is what we have. Have you guys been daydreaming? Have you guys been visualizing? Have you guys been contemplating what you want? Have you been focusing on the reality you prefer? It says we have. So good work. Little pat on the back for all of us. I know I have. Okay, let's see. Now then I have to move you guys back, I think, so I can shuffle. Yeah, because you can't see that. Hang on. I'm trying to get the hang of this. All right. Imagine the possibilities. Yay, I love it. So quiet. All right, so the next card is what we want. We know what we have, and we like it. Oh my God, you guys, I'm gonna watch the replay back and hate this shirt. Oh! Oh! It's not gonna be cute. Bad wardrobe choice. I tried to not wear black all the time, guys, and it's working against me. It's just huge. It's just way too big. Okay, so what you want, make it a cowl neck. What we want, excuse me, it's all of us. What we all want. One card only, please. One card only. Makes me want to sing that song, One Night Only, from Dreamgirls. One card only. All right, I know you guys didn't want to hear me sing. I apologize. Oh my God, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That was 4 cards. That doesn't count. That was a joke from the guides. I said one card and they spilled out half the deck. And there's 3 cards. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to use these as our cards. That's it. We're going to do it. What we want. Ooh, it's easier than you think. Ooh, I love this card too. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, when they're saying that what we want is that it's easier than we think, we want it to be easier than we think because it is easier than we think. So to me, I'm hearing, don't let your thoughts mess you up. Get out of your head. We want to get out of our thinking mind. And the 7 energy that we have now is very mental. It's one of the mind numbers, and it can overanalyze and overthink. We want to go into the positive aspect of it, which is that stillness, that calm mind, instead of that constantly thinking mind. Okay, it's easier than you think. Sometimes we get caught up in the ego mind's perceptions of struggle and strife. While those thoughts can be convincing, the higher self perspective knows that life is meant to work smoothly and easily. Life wants you to know that a fluid path is available to you once you open yourself up to taking it. Shift your focus to the ideas of ease and flow and trust that your circumstances will soon reflect your new state of mind. Yes, yes, because our state of mind is what creates our circumstances. We create from the inside out. We project from our internal beliefs, and that creates our external reality. So we want to focus on ease and flow, and we want to remember that it's a lot easier than our mind is making it. And I thought it was interesting that both of these cards mention your higher self, and we talked about how this month's energies of 7 and 9 are all about seeing things from the lens of your higher self, your higher consciousness, rising above all that ego, drama, and self-talk and resistance, which is one of the things that we do in my sessions. We work on your resistant beliefs and clear those out. And we talk to your higher self, which is always fun. Okay, so that's what we want. We've got lots of blue themes going on, guys. Did you notice? All right, so now the next card, what we need since that came out, oh my goodness, more blue. See past the illusions. And this is a real theme, guys. This really is. This one's come up a lot too, and I adore this card because it's like a punch in the face of reality in a good way. Like it's like smacking you into like, no, you're crazy, you're acting crazy. No, no, no. I need to drink. Whoa. Hold on, I have to straighten now. Hang on. I can feel my need for balance and straight edges kicking in now. Okay, guys, so we need to see past the illusions, and this is critical. We always need to see past them. Fear can convince us that things are worse than they actually are. Now, listen again. I'm going to repeat that line because that's a good one. Fear can convince us that things are worse than they actually are. When we believe in our fears, we are subscribing to a reality that we don't prefer. Learning to recognize fear is the first step toward overcoming it. An improved experience is waiting for you, but first you must see beyond the illusions that your fears have created. Remember that there is always a blue sky behind the clouds, and don't buy the story that your fear is trying to sell you. It's very convincing, that fear, you guys, especially when those false beliefs and know they're going to die, they get louder and louder and louder. It's like their last-ditch effort for you to believe in them. So I noticed a theme here where it says, an improved experience is waiting for you. This card says, a fluid path is waiting for you. So everything is telling us, the higher self is telling us, things can go really, really, really well, guys. Really, really well. Don't block that flow with your ego resistance and your fear, which fear is coming from the ego. The ego has good intentions. It wants to protect us. It's in survival mode, and that's understandable. So like I said in one of the other live streams, you can have ego negotiations and have a little chat with your ego and say, you know, I appreciate you you looking out for me, and I know you're trying to protect me. And I know you're concerned that we have a threat and that we're going to lose security and safety, but I got this. Higher self's behind the wheel so you can relax. And you know, it actually does help subside those thoughts. So does climbing the emotional scale, which is something I do with my clients in my emotional closet cleaning sessions. Okay, so we got one more card. It's not blue. I know that because I remember what it is. And I like it. I like it. Find your happy. Ooh, and I love this color. Find your happy. This is what we get. That's awesome. Okay, it says doing what you love. Doing what you love to do brings a deep sense of joy to your soul. Take some time to think about what really makes your heart sing. Even if you can't take part in it right now, take a few minutes to imagine yourself doing it and notice how your spirit instantly lifts from just the thought of it. Take whatever steps you can to participate in your most favorite activity and make it a priority to find the time to do it more often. Find your happy. That goes so well with what we talked about in the last, not the last live stream, but the one before that. Last week's guidance, last Sunday. We talked about following your excitement, letting your excitement and your bliss lead the way, and synchronicity will guide you. So you're all here to do something on this planet. We're actually all here to be our joyful selves. But finding the joy is all part of that. So looking for things that make you happy. Your greatest gift to everyone is your happiness, your positive energy, because that's your true natural core vibration. So through all these mental cards, it's saying go out and take action on what makes you happy. Reminding us to visualize, these two cards are talking about how we can get caught up in the ego mind and the overthinking. And this card is telling us here, let's use our mind for what, for something positive, which is to visualize what we want. Because when we're in the negative aspects, when we're feeling negative emotion, that's an indicator that our focus is on something unwanted. So let's shift our energy to what we do want. Keep our focus forward on what we prefer, visualizing, getting to the feeling place of what we want. That will help us to override that resistance that makes it feel like life's a struggle, and when we're having these illusions of fear. And I do have a story about my fear creating an illusion. I don't know if we have time. You guys are so quiet again. This 7 month is going to be like crickets the whole time I'm on these live streams. I can tell it's like just a library. 7 Energy is a library, and you guys haven't said a peep. Not a peep, but I know you're there. I know you're all there. All right, so I think I want to pull one card from the Zen Blossoms because I mentioned that in the beginning for focus, and then I can't decide. I'll wait and see. Like it said last live stream, I'll always know what I need to know in the moment and not a minute sooner. If I should mention my story about how fear created an illusion for me. All right, so let's see real quick if we can get one singular card, one singular sensation from the Zen Blossoms just for focus, just to keep it really easy for us to keep in mind for the week. Hi, Kirsty. Yay, somebody says hi. All right. You guys are so quiet. I miss all your feedback and just perspectives. It's nice when everybody pipes in with their experience. But that's the 7 for you. It's just like, it's making me feel quiet and calm. Hi, Susan. Hi, KM. Oh, thank you. Yay. There we go. We get a little action. You guys, I like a little feedback. All right. Let's see, one card if they want to talk. If not, we're moving on. I'm not going to give them too much time to pop out. Oh, I said it and we got one card. Yes, we did it. Woo! Where are my pom-poms? They're upstairs. I literally bought a pom-pom to shake for my clients because I get that excited. I used to say my pom-poms are out and shaking because yes, of course, I used to be a cheerleader. Okay. Our focus card, ooh, so good, you guys. Happiness. Okay, our focus card for the week, and I'm just so happy. Magic. Yay, come on guys, show me your love. This is so great. Focus on magic. This is a fuchsia flower. We've had this before. To me, it looked like a little fairy with wings, a little green head there and the little legs dangling. It looked like a magical fairy. I love this. I love these flowers. And magic is about you knowing your power, you knowing that you can create your own reality. Oh, hold on. I'm going to show you guys something very briefly since it's right behind me. Ooh, that came loose. Okay. I want to talk about this. Oh, did you see that? That was... That could have been bad, guys. That could have been slippery, and there's breakable glass in my hand. Thank you, guides, for protecting me. We'll talk about this another time. I've talked about this in the past. This is Miss Bliss, the logo for the Blissful Knowing for my website. And there's 7, because there's 3 on here and 4 here, 7 soul symbols of the Blissful Knowing spectrum. And so the first one is, because it's the Blissful Knowing, so what do we know? I know my power. The magic wand means I know my power. So, back to magic, 11 year, 2018, we are here to activate our mastery, meaning remember who we really are, remember we're deliberate creators, remember we came here to create. We came here to create an improved experience, an expanded, evolved experience here on earth. So, the ego's got nothing on the higher self, guys. The higher self knows that we're deliberate creators, and it knows how do we create? Who knows how we create? With our focus, with our imagination. That's how we do it. That's how we bring things into physical reality with enough energetic momentum. It starts, think about it as like it starts as a steam. Oh no, let's go better. They're giving it to me again. This is the analogy my guides gave me, and I think it's so helpful. So think of a thought as a snowflake in your hand. One thought, one snowflake in your hand is going to melt. It's going to be there and gone, poof, just like a thought. Not going to have any effect whatsoever. Multiple thoughts on the same frequency, positive or negative, become a cluster of snowflakes, a flurry. Now, I'm from Wisconsin, guys, so maybe some of you don't know what snow is like. Hopefully you're getting the analogy. A cluster of thoughts creates a cluster of snowflakes. So you could see a flurry, you could feel a flurry. It's starting to have an effect, but it vanishes pretty quickly. Now, enough thoughts, enough momentum, enough energy focused in on a specific frequency, whether it's a fear-based frequency or a visualization, a daydream, that creates the snowball. And we know you can see and touch the snowball. Enough thoughts, enough snowflakes have clustered together to create that snowball that you can physically hold in your hand. And if it's negative, the snowball can create, what's it called? Not freezer burn, frostbite. So it can affect you negatively. But in a positive way, let's just say you're building an igloo. There you go. You have your brick and you're good. So you're building from your positive thoughts. You have something now tangible that you've been wanting. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like it went a few different directions, but know that you are a powerful creator. That's the theme of this year. And now that you know, once you remember, because we all know this inherently deep down, we just intentionally forgot so that we could remember again, because that's more fun. So now is the time of the Great Awakening, and we're remembering our power that we can create deliberately with our focus, with our imagination, and don't let the ego and the fears create, okay? Because that's not who we really are. We don't want to create a fear-based reality. We want to create our preferred reality from all the preferences that we've shaped over the years. So, and what's so cool is about this year being the year of dreams and daydreams, a lot of my clients are saying, and I've seen it in my own personal life, dreams are coming true. They are. The universe has been keeping track of our preferences. All we have to do is let go and trust and follow that excitement, and you'd be amazed. The universe is so clever, guys. All right, so focus word for the week, magic. Easy to remember, hopefully. I think it's super easy to remember and a super positive card, so I'm really glad I pulled that. All right, guys, I think that I've rambled enough, so I'm not going to go into that whole story about how my fear created an illusion for me. It's a good story, but I just don't want to keep you guys on for too long, especially since it's a quiet, 7 energy, and it's good for unplugging, and it's a Sunday and all that good stuff. So maybe next time if it comes up, just remember, and we'll talk about this another time too, all the different symbols of the blissful knowing spectrum. So know your power. I'm going to leave you with that. Remember, you have all the power. You have the ruby slippers. You're here to create your own reality with your focus, with your desires. Okay, guys? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will hopefully be back next week with more guidance. Check out Jory's Numerology Chat for the full mega post about July. I'm going to try and link it in the comments so it's easy for you guys. And then there is the live stream that I had a couple days ago does talk about the shift in energies from June to July, if you're curious about that. I do have a YouTube channel called The Blissful Knowing, so these are getting archived. Hi, Patrice. Oh, good. I'm glad you were with nature. What else? There's also, I have a group here called Jory's Live Stream Library, so I always post before I'm going to go live, and I post the live streams there too. If you guys want to see the archives there, I'll tag that one too. Okay, I'm available for private sessions. This has been a really awesome month so far with my sessions. As far as I feel like I'm getting extra clarity because the 7 and 9 are so intuitive and so connected to the internal guidance, so that's fun. So my website is The Blissful Knowing if you want to get a hold of me to do a live session on the phone. I also still have my special offers. I have 2 special offers right now. One is $20 and one is $30. For $20, we do all 4 cards just for you. And for $30, I think it's $33, we talk about the next 3 months of your personal numerology. So check those out too on theblissfulknowing.com. I will be revamping my entire website. This 9 energy of July is about letting go of things that aren't serving you. And this website that I have right now is not very mobile friendly. So I'm going to be swapping that out within probably a week. I'll let you guys know when we can unveil the new one. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will talk to you soon and have a great, magical week of imagination and visualization and flow and finding your happy. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.